Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is day 16 of my YouTube challenge of posting one video every day. My name is Idun. And part of my challenge is doing dual and back every day, which I have done before in the past. The first time I heard of it was in 2017. So today I will talk about dual and back. So dual and back is a game that you can easily search for in your app store. I prefer the dual and back challenge. And by doing it 20 minutes a day, you can improve your working memory significantly within 20 days. One of the few or the only brain training game that has proven to increase IQ. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I heard about it in 2017 and immediately I tried to do it. And at the time I had actually broken my brain. I knew I wasn't as sharp as I used to be. And when I was trying to do this game, I started out at level 2. And the thing with dual and back is that you need to remember one letter sound, like A or B or W, and one location in like this simple 3x3 grid. So for example, if it's the letter A up here in the corner, and then it's the letter W in this corner, and then the next time it comes to the letter A, then you need to remember that it was the same location and the same sound, but it might also be that it's the same location, but it's the letter F, and you need to remember one step back, for example, or 2 steps back, which letter and which location it was. So I started at level 2, and then 3 steps back, level 3, and I think I got to level 4 until I got just exhausted and gave up for a while, because I was just stuck at level 3 for the longest time. Then I moved to Malta, and this was in 2018, and I suddenly fainted at my job. I didn't know at the time that I was having migraines, like silent migraines without pain. So I was stuck in a Maltese hospital for 11 days while they were doing a lot of tests. And I thought I would try to perform NBAC again. But of course, since I was having migraines and it interferes with your vision and your ability to focus, and I just remember holding the screen and trying, and that the screen would just blur, like it didn't have to do as much with my working memory, and this part is just that my brain lacked the energy. So fast forward to last year, where I found myself in circumstances where I felt very stuck. Exactly 1 year ago, I just felt like I couldn't figure out how to solve my situation, and no matter what I did or how I turned around, I just found closed doors. But then suddenly, like a flash of lightning, I realized that maybe the current mind that I have can't figure it out, but what if I change myself? What if I change my working memory or increase my IQ? And what if I increase my processing speed in the moment? And I might be able to figure out a solution or see things differently. So I downloaded NBAC again and I started, and this time I didn't have migraines anymore. It was a relatively migraine-free time of my life, because they kind of disappeared with my pregnancy, and then the breastfeeding kind of, it keeps your hormones on an even keel, I guess, even though because hormones will affect your electrolyte balance, and migraine is dependent on electrolytes. Then I got to NBAC level 5, and I stayed at that level for a long time, and suddenly I got through to number 6. Suddenly I got through to level 6 within one session, and I shot through to level 7 for a moment. I came back down to level 6, but it was like, it wasn't even me remembering all these steps back, like A, F, B, W, Z. Like I couldn't keep those actively in my mind like that. So it was more like my deeper intuition were performing the game for a while. So I reached some kind of other untapped flow state, I guess. And then I didn't get back to NBAC level 7 again, but I did stay at level 5 and 6 in between there. And that's the level I am now also. So the effects of NBAC on me, but I became much quicker at responding. Like when previously I would just go blank or let other people run over me, I wouldn't defend myself. Now I had, back then I ended up having a period of defending myself, of explaining things, explaining my perspective if I felt accused. And then now today I'm at another place where I am back to not bothering explaining. But I did need for a while to explain myself if I felt that someone had the wrong picture. So that was one interesting thing, that I gained the capability to talk a bit faster. I also ended up gaining the capability of having better focus, having better patience. I gained more confidence that I could handle things, because I could handle more things. But that was the thing also. I didn't solve any of my problems. I just became better at dealing with my circumstances. Less overwhelmed. But I also got much quicker at making stupid decisions. So I actually got even more stuck in my life situation. I found even more doors closing. I found my reality getting even more tight. But that I was able to withstand it better. And that maybe these things that occurred in my life at the time, they were just waiting to occur. They were waiting for me to become smart enough to let them come up to the surface. So yes, I would definitely recommend everyone to do a little bit of brain training with NBAC. Other benefits from it, apart from making stupid decisions with more confidence and making them quicker, is that you will, you'll fight cognitive decline. You might have more vivid dreams. Of course, you'll be able to recall names and places, and if if you work in a restaurant or somewhere where you need to hold like lists in your mind, this is very beneficial, because suddenly you won't need as much sleep in order to be on top of things. Like you can get through a day with lower sleep, and you don't notice it as much. You're kind of just at the level that you used to be before you started practicing and back. You should also be prepared for that you might be stuck at end back, maybe even end back 1 or 2 or 3, like one of the lower levels, for a really long time, and then suddenly you'll have, your brain will break through. I suspect it also makes you better at watching your kids. Yeah, because you're quicker. And that's that's it for today. Thank you for listening, and I love you, probably.